What's up, y'all?
Hey, we back, man.
Back at it again with episode 7 of Mawlz And Donn, baby. Sorry we missed last week. We had some technical difficulties, but hey, nothing can stop us. We back.
Facts. We back, man. We missed the episode, like we said, but we back. The song right here you listening to, that's one of our guests, man, Drieww. Featuring Mawlz, you know what I'm saying? He'll come on a little later. You know what I'm saying? Shit bang up.
Absolutely.
Shit bang up. Right, but yeah, let's do it. So like we said, it's episode 7. We back. Yeah, I mean, how you doing, Mawlz?
I've been good, man. Same old, getting to this money, getting to the work. And so this week in the news, we're going to hop right into it.
Let's do it.
We've got JUSSIE SMOLLETT, who finally got sentenced for his hoax attack that happened in Chicago, I believe, a couple years back. This was like 2 or 3 years ago, but as y'all may have remembered, JUSSIE basically said that he was attacked by MAGA supporters, like Donald Trump supporters.
I forgot all about that shit, too.
Yeah, well, you know
that
what?
Shit was crazy.
And I'll tell a little side story in a second. But anyways, so in this fake attack or whatever, alleged fake attack, because he did get convicted. So he is going to jail for like 150 days. But the interesting thing is that he maintains his innocence, and he was kind of acting up in the courtroom. I don't know if you saw the video.
No, I didn't see it.
But while he was getting sentenced, he kept saying, like, if I die, I'm not suicidal. I'm not suicidal. I'm not suicidal. Like, so basically, I guess he thinks that someone's going to kill him in there or try to take him out, and he wants the world to know if that's the case or something like that happens, that it wasn't his own doing.
Or he was trying to just, like,
or garner sympathy.
Trying to get a lighter sentence,
Yeah, it's hard to say, but I mean, and he's an actor, so who knows? But I mean, he was sitting there talking about I'm not suicidal and said that he, maintains his innocence. Yeah. So I don't know. My short side story to that was that back when I worked at Urban Trees, he was a patient there, so I used to sell him weed.
That's crazy.
So I saw him multiple times before that happened, and when it did happen, everybody, at first before all of the rest of the information came out, was shocked and just appalled, and we all felt so bad for him. I
did too. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, he was all beat up and shit, right? He had the video, like, it's fucked up.
And so I reached out to his sister via Instagram to see if we could get him a care package from the weed shop, because, like, that's how bad we felt about it. And so I don't know, man.
Free weed out
but like,
here.
it's like, why would you do that? Like, what do you think the agenda behind it was, or the point was?
I honestly don't know. I don't know. I think it was a publicity stunt, like, gone wrong. That's what I think. Because it's like, that was like 4 or 5 years ago, though.
No, it was right around the time of the elections, and so like
I think he said again that he got beat up by
like white supremacists, basically.
Exactly.
And that he got bleach was poured on him. He had like a noose around his neck.
Because he was gay, though, right? Like,
or I guess because he was gay and black. Like, I don't know. But
I forgot about
I don't know. It's like, for me, it's like, why would you do something like that when you're at the height of your career? You're on Empire. You had this huge fan base. And for other than political or trying to sway election results, maybe, I don't know. But overall, the whole situation was just very weird. And I also still think it's strange that he really is standing hard on this, like, I'm innocent thing. So I mean,
I don't know, man. We ain't gonna waste no more time on Jussie, man. You go to jail, do your push-ups.
If you want to Google it, you can make your own decision and see what your opinion is and what you think. But anyways, in other news tonight, we've got Travis Scott actually announced community initiatives after his deadly Astroworld concert. It's a $5 million initiative, and it includes scholarships, mental health resources, and event safety. It comes days after the first Astroworld legal hearing, which represents hundreds of victims and lawsuits. So as y'all know, there was a tragedy at Astroworld a couple months back where a bunch of fans got trampled and basically suffocated in the crowd and passed away. One of the biggest concert tragedies in recent history. Travis caught a lot of flack for it. A lot of people were saying he had the power to stop the show. He saw what was happening. He decided not to intervene. What are your thoughts?
I mean, we performers. When you performing, I don't know the biggest place you performed at. I performed at a couple of big places and stuff. And you can't really, when you performing, all you see is a cloud of nothing. You see faces here and there.
It's really blinding. Like, especially with the lights, it's like you really just kind of have this like dark spot in your eye, and it's really bright. So
people that don't perform, they like, oh, you should have stopped the show. You should have stopped it.
Right.
Especially on his level, he probably got an earpiece. He got people telling him
He's probably faded. He probably also, and the thing is, like, his fans are known for turning up, rioting, moshing. So, if he's not really like zoned in, paying attention to these people, I could see how that could happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unfortunate.
Unfortunate, when you the business, you the brand, it falls back on you. You know what I'm saying?
But, I think it's a great thing that in response, he's, donating money, and he's making this Heal Foundation project to help events be more safe. It's like, what else could you ask for? It's like, that's the best thing he could have done as a response.
I would feel horrible if it was my show and people dying at my show.
And every time he makes a statement about it, he says, you know, like, and these people will always be in my heart. Like, that was really rough for me too. But a lot of people want to just be like, he's just got to say that PR just said that.
But you know, like we talked about in episode, whatever it was, cancel culture is a bitch.
Yeah.
You do one thing and they go cancel you, man. You can't feed your family. So
yeah, I'm
just glad that it's like going away a little bit. Yeah. You know, let the families grieve and just, you know, just keep it rolling.
Yeah, when that had happened, he had actually offered to pay for the funerals too. And I remember a couple of the families refused the payment. They didn't even want his help or money. They were just like, fuck you, man. So
yeah, I would have took it, man. I'm not, you know. But,
anyways, so we're going to go ahead and bring on our first special guest of the evening. We've got rapper Drieww with us in the building tonight.
Yes, sir.
Drieww has an 8-track EP coming out March 18th titled I Can't Make It Up with features from Mawlz and Neek Bucks.
Man.
He's a Long Beach-based musician, and he's cemented his position at the forefront of his city's emerging sound. Known for his bravado and melodic delivery, Drieww solidified his artistry after a co-sign from legendary artist Warren G.
Hey,
all right. With childhood influences like Jay-Z and Young Jeezy, Drieww recalls penning and setting his sights on a rap career as early as age 9. His success story begins after he was featured on the popularized group New Boy's album and being associated with the well-known group The Breakfast Club. He was on a song, Bite Me, which accumulated over 1 million streams across all platforms and resulted in being Driew's first taste of viral achievement. The formal success he acquired in the subgenre and the passing of group member Schoolboy decisively altered his reception of music and the direction of his dreams moving forward. So we're going to go ahead and bring on Drieww for y'all right now. And we've got Drieww in the building with us tonight, all the way from Long Beach. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it.
You already know what this is. It's your boy Drieww featuring Mawlz. Love Me For Me.
That part.
All platforms. Check it out.
All right.
ASAP, man.
Yes, sir.
Catch a bar of this, though. I was on the way driving here on the freeway.
I ain't got no feelings. Fuck jail, keep it street. See that nigga pillin'. I can't chill into them hundreds stacked to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Cause this money is a drug and I let it feel it. Come on, man. I gotta feel it.
Okay.
I feel it, bro.
I love when the vocals match the track, too. You know, some people be like mad tuned, but then like when they're performing, they sound a little different. You sound just the same.
Right.
Facts.
All right.
Yeah, we got Drieww in the building, man. So how you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm blessed and highly favored.
All right, good answer.
Absolutely, happy to be here.
Yes.
New project dropping?
Yeah, it's actually dropping on the 25th of March.
25th of March.
Okay, 25th of March. So earlier I said the 18th, but it's the 25th of March.
Yeah, that was my bad.
It's all good. No worries. No worries. So what can we expect from this project? As far as genre, like what sound are you going to deliver to the fans?
I'm gonna say it's some. I'm a street poet right now. You feel me? It's titled Can't Make It Up.
Right. So with I Can't Make It Up, is this your first ever full length project?
I'm gonna say I dropped some stuff years back, but I'm gonna call this the first one.
So before, was it just more so singles, not like actual bodies of work?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This is my first project where I'm really pushing it, where I'm serious, where I'm in a good state. You know, so I'm gonna say this the first EP.
Nice. And you said it's going to be available on our streaming platforms.
Everywhere.
Are you going to, what is your plan as far as like the branding, the marketing of it? Are you going to be doing some stuff, like putting some money into advertising? Are you just going to have it be more word of mouth of people sharing it for you? Are you trying to get on some radio shows other than Mawlz And Donn? Because you know we the best.
Yeah, the best, DJ Khaled. Nah, when it comes to the advertising, I'm strong on investing in yourself. So I'm gonna put the money wherever it gotta be so that the people can get to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Very smart, very smart. A lot of people, as we've talked about in prior episodes, like they know how to be an artist, but they know nothing about the business end and how much it really matters in order to get your things seen and heard.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like, why are we going to put all this time, money, and effort into something if we know there's going to be no like reach? Like we need it to reach.
Yeah.
So,
and really just how much money goes into music, period. People don't really realize that shit.
Yeah, especially as an indie artist when you don't have a budget behind you and like the budget's coming out your own pocket.
Yeah, it's one thing to record the song, shoot the video, then you got the marketing, then you got the it's a lot of shit.
Yeah, man.
If you want to hit radio, that's a different bag. You know how it go.
It's the music business. People got to understand that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to record music without the business side, just send it to your homies.
Yeah, it's your hobby.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
It's not your career.
Yeah, like if you're trying to press play, you got to put a bag behind you.
Yeah, that's real.
And to get, any major features, no one's going to take you serious. Like we talked about one time with D3. It's like you got to come to people with money and business sense so that they want to network and work with you because that's how they take you serious. Yeah, especially if you're somebody who's on the come up and you don't have really a name or any big names attached to you. Yeah. It's like, what separates you? Why are you so special that we should just work with you for free? Like nobody's going to do that shit.
Man. So I did want to ask you a question though about your bio, man. So the New Boys.
Yeah.
How you run to the New Boys? How you work with them?
Man, it was crazy. I was in middle school, and they manager pulled up.
Yeah.
He had some other artists there performing, and I was a TA, and I told him, I'm like, hey, yo, nigga, I rap. I told the TA, I mean, the dude who I was basically TAing for, he was like, go rap. I promise
just
you.
On the spot, just like go rap.
Nigga, I didn't, the crazy part, though, I didn't even rap for real.
Okay.
And about 3 weeks later, I was on the New Boys album in stores.
That's all right.
Like, just like that. Like, that was probably like my second
And you said you
song.
were in middle school?
I was in middle school.
So you was like, what, 13, 14 years old?
And I went back to school popping. I went back to school and I was on the album in Target.
Nah, I remember them days and functions, bro. I mean, what? They had it pop when You a Jerk came out and all that. Man, shit was going crazy. Yeah, that's big back then. That's big.
Are they also from y'all area?
From the IE.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know where exactly they're from, but they had shit lit though in the jerking movement.
I remember all that. That was at every party. What? Y'all know you hit the jerk once or twice.
I'm trying to tell you.
I couldn't dance to save my life. That's the crazy part about it. For real.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I have here that you campaign your music with 2 clear objectives. You'd like to maintain authenticity and you want to serve a purpose to your community. Tell us a little bit more about that. So like, what is that? Do you believe that's what separates you and put, like, you know, kind of makes you stand out from other artists from your area? Or like, you know, what is overall your goal and your reach out to people?
Not to even sound cliche, but when I did dive back into it, I told myself, like, yo, if you go do this, you got to do it with a purpose. You got to do it with a reason. And I knew for a fact, like, it's a lot of people who walked the same shoes that I done stepped in. And I knew, like, hey, as long as the people feel you, you ain't gonna never lose. You know what I'm saying? So if you listen to my shit, if you really listen to it, you go hear, like, nah, this is coming from somewhere. This ain't no, hey, yo, he doing stuff because somebody else doing it.
Right.
You know, I only do music when I'm feeling inspired, when I'm going through real life situations. And that's basically that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's going to be reflected in like the bars that we hear as far as like what you're speaking about,
Absolutely.
Storytelling. That's beautiful. I love that. I love it. Like, I mean, like we've talked about before, every genre of music and style has its place and its purpose. Like just like turn up and ratchet music has its place in the clubs and whatever else. So you're looking for more of a listener who is going to be wanting to relate to you, wanting to be like riding in the car, like smoke a little something or whatever, be able to kind of like reflect on life and whatnot, rather than just shake some ass.
That's
He's like, that's there too.
Long story short, you know what I'm saying? Long story short is I want people to be like, nigga, you got me through something. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen the people that inspire me. I'm still banging their albums from 10 years ago because that shit is timeless.
Classic.
Exactly.
So I said, yo, I'm out there. That's what I want to do.
Music with substance, man. That's what's missing in the game right now. Man. It's a lot of throwaways, make a cool song, cool beat, you know what I'm saying, solid hook.
I also personally love that you did a compilation, like you made a whole album, because it's the whole market is saturated with singles, and like I understand why that's the way to go these days, just because of the way people have a very short attention span. But I love full bodies of work. I love to see somebody take me 1 through 10 or whatever it may be, and really like follow that story and see if you have like a cohesive, you know, production. See, you know, if you've actually. I love when an artist will arrange their tracks and be like, I really want it so that like you're listening here through here, and when you're going, it's a journey. It's not like here's this and then it skips and then into this crazy other thing and then it's this. You know what I mean? So do you feel like your project's going to be very cohesive?
Definitely.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you said, it's a lot of singles out here, but I felt like I did that for a year straight. I dropped a video once a month, and I started seeing it catching. So I'm like, hey, yo, it's time for the. I don't care if it's 100 people or if it's 1,000 people, but it's as long as it touched somebody. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you go be able to listen through. It's an 8-track EP. I promise you, for anybody that's going through that basically from the city. And when I say the city, it's just not ours, but all the cities that's walking in shit that we walking, you go feel it.
Facts.
I love it.
Facts, man.
So before we head out, what can we expect from you in the coming, like, let's say 3 to 6 months? Are you going to be doing live shows? Are you going to just be mostly pushing the project and trying to get as many ears on it as you can? A little bit of both.
And I got 10 projects ready.
Ooh, so he said I got consistency.
Ready.
I'm about to be dropping back to back to back to
part.
back.
And I tell people I put in my 1,000 hours with this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, and people definitely go see. This really like the first real podcast I did. Because I did because I don't really like talking much. I believe in action. You know what I'm saying? But I know this is a part of the
absolutely, it's part of the game.
What's going on?
You know what?
So
that's really real, y'all. For anyone who's a little camera shy or like doesn't really like to talk a whole lot, it's not even about you. Like he's doing this for the project, like you know what I mean. Like he might not even low key want to be doing this shit. Might make him nervous, but like that's a real artist who's gonna step out and say, "I'm gonna do what needs to be done."
Absolutely.
So yeah, good for you, man. That's real.
Yeah, man. From that one song, I only heard a couple songs from you. Just got introduced to you, but I can't wait to hear the project. Seriously.
Yeah, me too.
You want some different shit from the city, especially, man. It's a lot of niggas, you from the city.
Yeah.
It's a lot of. I won't say nothing, the city on fire though. Shout out Long Beach, man. But it's a lot of people in that box, man. They got to step out and somebody got to go mainstream with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
So do you have any plans to record and release any music videos related to this EP?
Yeah, a bunch of them.
Okay, so you said you use 8 tracks, right?
8 tracks.
So how many videos? You think like 3, 4?
8 videos.
8 videos?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Dope.
Ooh, I like that. I like to hear that.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. Are you in the process of planning them, or do we already have some of them done?
Shot.
They're already shot? All 8?
Most of them.
Ooh, you hear that? That's preparation.
Facts.
That's what I like.
That's hard.
That ain't this shit for me, Rich. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta love from a distance. Sometimes you gotta tell them how you feeling. Sometimes you gotta hurt people's feelings. Sometimes you gotta shit up on these bitches, huh? Rest in peace, Pop Smoke with my Dior's on. 2020, you would think it was a war zone. Why they building more jails, build more homes? Trying to teach my young niggas, build more ghosts. Can't be an activist, I so activist. Can't be on rapper shit, cause I was rapping shit. Buy shit for a year, I was stacking shit. Niggas thought that I was crazy, I was passionate. Handshaking first time I got that pistol. Second time I wish a nigga had an issue. If God don't, them hot shells probably get you. Surprised how many niggas ain't gon' miss you. Ain't no clothes in the closet, just some drugs in it. If I can't double up, I probably ain't gon' fuck with it. Why we love the streets if it ain't got no love in it? I'ma stand on these bullets, nigga, come get it. Yeah. I can feel it in the air, they don't want us to breathe. Shit, life or death, don't know what's harder for me. I'm blind to the shit, and I'm starting to see. Just a group of young niggas, not a part of the peace. Yeah, stand on that shit, you better die about it. Yeah. When them devils hit your body, better not cry about it. Bitch, yeah. Man, this shit real life, I can't lie about it. Yeah. I was born in a struggle, watch me grind out of it. Yeah. Let a body drop before a tear drop. They was poppin' niggas, you was pill poppin'. Even the hardest niggas, bullet bring the fear about them. When I wanna see real, I have a mirror by me. They making rules for them niggas who can't vote. Eagle lie with this shit, stay woke. Fast to that chicken, Usain Bolt. They hang their own self, no rope. You better stand up for your rights, you better stand for your beliefs. Ain't no pianos in that box, but they say it's full of keys. They don't tell me what you want, only tell me what you need, because I want a lot of shit. But what the fuck they giving me? Just some false hope. They ain't letting niggas in like a locked door. Knew you couldn't win, but you still fought though. Being real to get you farther, it just take long. Should this would be a #1 if it was Drake's song? That's how that shit work. Niggas out here dying and couldn't live first. Girl pregnant, couldn't see his kid first. Don't let it get worse. I can feel it in the air, they don't want us to breathe. Shit, life or death, don't know what's harder for me. I'm blind to this shit, and I'm starting to see. Just a group of young niggas, not a part of the peace. Yeah, stand on that shit, you better die about it. Yeah. When them devils hit your body, better not cry about it. Bitch, yeah. Man, this shit real life, I can't lie about it. Yeah. I was born in a struggle, watch me grind out of it. Yeah.
Wow, that was so good.
Yeah, that was fire, bro.
So that's off the brand new project, y'all. That was amazing. That's our first in-studio, in-booth performance. We're going to be doing that going forward with all of our artists.
Yes, sir.
So if you want to be on the show, please email or DM Mawlz and Donn. We've got our Instagram at Mawlz_and_Donn or mawlzanddonn@gmail.com. Thank you so much, Drieww, for being with us today. We really appreciate you.
Appreciate it. It's refreshing having 2 guests in here, man, that's bringing that something original,
bringing
something
the heat,
different.
bringing the energy.
Like for real, I love that different, just different shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Like T-Pain said, do something different. Damn it.
Feel me? We tired of hearing the same shit, man. So that's much appreciated. That's a banger.
All right,
Appreciate y'all,
Drieww. Go
man.
ahead and please drop any socials, anything you want the people to know before we head out.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all get the tape. Can't make it up. Dropping March 25th. Follow me on Instagram at DRIEWW. Y'all find everything else there.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Thank
Blessings to
you.
y'all.
Nah, I appreciate it, man.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
Stay tuned. We'll be back next week with episode 8. But for now, we out.
Mawlz and Donn,
Mawlz
baby.
and Donn, baby. Let's
yeah.
go. Episode 7.
7.
My nigga Rich had his election day. Ain't did shit for me, Rich. Yeah. Sometimes.